Hi, everyone. This is my research poster. Today's research poster is about a task-based variability in children's singing accuracy. The purpose of this study was to examine the performance of singing accuracy in fourth graders through various tasks like single and doubled responses, single pitches, intervals, pattern matching, and song singing, which we will get into. For the background of this research, it's by Brian E. Nichols. In 2014, he submitted this research. He's an assistant professor at the University of Akron, and his interest of this study derived from his infatuation with vocal production and the perception skills in children and adults. As for the research of this study, the big overarching question is, what are the effects of task-based demands on children's singing accuracy? The study of these performances are examined through around 40 fourth graders, and they were all given tasks to sing in this solo and doubled response conditions. Their tasks were designated to single pitches, interval patterns, and through the song Jingle Bells. The two most important ones that were considered for the overarching scoring results of the study was mainly focused through this pitch matching and through the song material, as we will get into that further. Um, just to further explain this solo and doubled response, solo means that they sang individually on their own, and doubled meant that they were in unison with a pre-recorded track, which in this case was of a female voice. And the first part was through the solo condition, and then they repeated it for a second time in the doubling condition. For these two steps, this was through each task: the pitch matching, the song singing, the interval task, and song task. To further break these down, for pitch matching, students were asked to sing individual single pitches, intervals, and pattern matching. For song singing, students were given a phrase and they had to sing it back or the entire song. And single pitches, they were just designated these four notes, the D, and they had to sing that back as well. And as for intervals, they did A to F sharp. And for the song, they did Jingle Bells, and they were just given a single pitch from a pitch pipe. As for the results of this study, I gathered some quotes to further explain directly from the study of what they gathered. It was indicated that the fourth graders' performance was better on single pitches and through individual tasks than on patterns and singing a song from memory. As for how they broke it down even more, from easiest to hardest, the easiest for these students was through doing it through doubled intervals, doubled singing pitches, doubled patterns. And what that means is they sang it with this recording. And so this was easier for them to do their intervals, to do their single pitches, and to do patterns. It was starting to get harder when they had to do solo intervals, solo single pitches, and when they doubled the song on Jingle Bells, it was getting hard for them. And what was really hard for them was solo singing and solo patterns. On this corner right here, you see this is directly from the research that their scoring for solo was pretty low and wasn't really gathered that much. As for the doubled scoring, as you can see, there's a lot more activity, a lot more numbers, and they were able to do it. As for how we can implement this in our music education, and what this research proposes is that teachers need to practice intervals and patterns rather than single pitches for beginning singers. And Nichols also mentions that successful solo singing is an important outcome for the music classroom. To address this, teachers can improve solo performance by scaffolding activities such as double singing combined with individual rather than group feedback. The way that this study concluded was that students do better when singing with others, whether that's in this small or big group, whether that's with student and teacher. It's beneficial for them to be able to sing and learn at the same time. They learn better through listening, through following, and and then at such a young age, they just want to have a fun time, a good time. And that's basically what was concluded. And then basically, given they said that teachers can do different activities, singing songs together, and just having another voice in their ear is just super important. And that was basically the results of this study in a nutshell. But yes, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my research poster. Thank you.